Lewis.
That's what I said too.
Yo. All right, we on. I can't believe this. We're having this conversation right now.
I said the same thing.
Oh, man. We love the baby. Hey, Ion. All right. Welcome to another episode of My Team Supreme Stay Clean, the wonderful world of Supreme Team. That's what we are. To my, I guess it's my left, huh? The quarterback. That's what we call him, the quarterback of Supreme Team. The legend. The statue needs to be built. Damn it, Hollywood, get on it. We need to start on the Walk of Fame. Adib Salim, everyone. Adib Salim. He got the vino going. Clap it up for Adib. Hey. And to the right of me, the OG.
Music, that's hard.
The OG, the other legend of the group, the most consistent, Shane Mooney, ladies and gentlemen. Shane Mooney. Why do I have an echo in my ear? This is weird. Okay. Hey, there he is. Shane Mooney. Welcome to the show. This is episode 3, our Christmas special. What are y'all thinking? How y'all feeling? Are y'all good?
Feeling good.
Yeah, man.
Merry Christmas, son.
Let's get into it, man. Versus. Wow, Versus was E40 and Too Short. Like some of the some of the legends of the Bay, some of the legends of the West Coast. E40 and Too Short went head to head. I don't even know if you would call this a battle. Like, Adib, explain to people what E40 and Too Short mean to the West Coast and to the Bay specifically.
To the Bay, they're like.
And keep in mind, we're all from LA. We're all from LA.
To the Bay, they're like pops, bro.
Yeah, they're like our Snoop and Dre, right?
Big time, absolutely, without a doubt. And when it comes to LA, we fuck with 40 and Short like crazy, for sure.
And tell them, Shane, how their sound like influenced LA culture and LA sound and LA.
Oh, that's like our brother, like Oakland and the Bay, everything around that, from the Bay to Sac. That's like, our twin brother. It's that same thing, that same culture, same like.
I just remember that era when Short and E40 were kind of hitting their primes. Well, the hyphy movement was hitting its prime, and how that youth, that spirit, that energy came all the way down to LA and took over LA.
It took over.
It was absolutely the biggest thing on the West Coast, and it's unfortunate that only a certain amount of hits like got out nationally. And is that fair to say, Deep? Like, did the Bay kind of miss their moment to shine, like how LA shined with like NWA and Snoop and Death Row?
I get it. I think they did it still, but they did it organically, right? Mm-hmm. They did it with groundwork, going to the different cities and laying the foundation, not necessarily having that radio friendly hit, because Bay is still underground. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I think the effect of it being kind of their music scene being independent had an effect on that too. Like, what do you think about that, Shane? About the effect of most of their artists being on independent labels? Like, do you think that worked against them getting a national push during that time where, the hyphy move was going? Tell Me When to Go was going crazy. Burn Rubber was going crazy. Like,
it worked for them.
It worked for them.
Yeah, I believe.
So why do you think they didn't have those hits like that? Like that we could go to New York to and they'd be like, oh, I heard this before. Like how Snoop and Dre did when they came out, right? Yeah. Like you heard it in New York, in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, like they were bumping that shit. But I don't think they were bumping like Burn Rubber and Blow the Whistle and Tell Me When to Go.
Like that. West Coast.
That was West Coast style though. That's our
West Coast style.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. Yeah, what year was that too, by the way?
That was like in the mid 2000s, so maybe like 04, 05. Where that was going.
Couple years was like they literally, the whole sound of LA was E40 in the whole Bay Area. Like that was literally every club was the best songs you could play.
And
every party
what came out of that, do you think, in LA? I know what era came after it. It was specifically influenced by hyphy. What was that?
Jerk era?
Jerk era, yes, yeah. Exactly. The jerk era came straight from hyphy when it was dying down, and then that took off in LA, which is...
You were playing all those records, I'm bad.
Huh?
I said you was playing all those records.
I had to play all those records. And some of those jerk... Listen, some of those jerk records were like the most... worst quality songs I have ever played. We would listen to them like, is the headphones off? Like, what is going on with these songs? Like, they were so terrible, but they worked.
It worked.
They worked, and they were like the most explicit songs you had ever heard in your life. Like, we thought nowadays was bad. Like, no. Go back to the jerking era and see what they were talking about. And those were like 17 to 18-year-old kids. Yeah.
The jerk.
Crazy.
So I'm just happy that Too Short, he's been in the game for so long, man. It's just like, man.
Yeah, shout out Too Short.
You know what I say about Short and 40?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of artists that have that longevity. Like, you think of like Jay-Z, through decades he was able to be on top. E40 and Too Short literally through decades were still dropping.
They're still relevant. They're still relevant right now.
Still relevant.
Yeah.
They got a banger out right now. I forget. They got a banger out right now.
Yeah. I think it's Ain't No Stopping or
something.
Yeah.
They
played it at the Versus. Huh?
What was that artist? Guap
Dad 4000. Yeah.
4000. He's from the Bay, right?
Yeah, he's from the Bay.
Yeah, that nigga's nice.
Yeah. That nigga's nice. They both are doing 3 and 4 decades in the game, and salute to E40 and Too Short, and salute the Bay, period, from your LA brothers, because what they did, yeah, shout out Vard, yeah, what they did for just the West Coast culture. They had the Mustang and the Dodge. It was crazy. He was like mustard and mayonnaise. I know exactly what he was talking about. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, you wearing a shout out your shirt, man. That's what I said. You wearing your sweatshirt diamond. So right, that's Bay Area.
Hey, Bay Area, what up? We need a sponsorship. But yeah, salute the Bay, salute E40 and Too Short. Always been rocking with Supreme Team, so
hell yeah,
appreciate the Bay, man. The next verses that was canceled, and we inexplicably didn't talk about this, was because Ashanti got the virus that Adib thinks is not a big deal, but she got it, and they had to cancel the verses. And
so they say.
Oh my God! I forgot you guys are both conspiracy theorists. It's crazy. But we didn't get you guys' opinion on what you guys think is going to happen in that versus. So Shane, what do you think is going to happen in the R&B 2000s kind of battle of Ashanti and Keisha Cole?
I think Ashanti might get her.
Ashanti might get her. Yeah. If Ashanti uses her features, I think she
might get her.
I think she might. But Keisha,
it's a good one. That's a good one.
If I was to compare Keisha to anybody, it would obviously be Mary, right? Because she has that pain, but she doesn't have quite. She don't have nowhere near the catalog. Let's just get it right now. She just got the pain factor. But why do you think Keisha never really? Ashanti too, for that matter. Why do you think they never got like, to those like Mariah or to those type of levels? What do you think? What do you think stopped them?
It's not that stopped them. It's just you have to have. So you talk about Mariah, when you talk about all these, you have to have like everything, the total factor, right? So you have to have like the vocals, you got to have the songwriting ability, you got to have the producers, you got to have all that backing. So. That just plays a role. Keisha got the voice, but did she ever always have the hottest producers? I don't know. Did she ever do?
Yeah, no. I mean, her first album had a lot of great producers on it.
She did. That was her banger. That was her banger. And to continue to have it throughout your career is different.
Consistency, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. And Ashanti just don't have the vocals to be like Mariah and all them. So, but she got the hits. She can write her ass off.
Yeah,
hits, but when it comes to vocals, she ain't that.
Okay.
It's the truth. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think consistency is the key. I think with Mariah and Whitney, they had big people backing them at all times. See, so when Mariah goes in the studio, she always had the best. You know what I'm saying? And then she linked up with Jermaine, and that kind of unlocked her songwriting. You know what I mean? And then same thing with Whitney. I mean, she always had the best working with her. Like, but they got Clive Davis and Tommy Mottola. So those
they
are
also
two.
have the best voice too. So
Yeah,
I like to sing like them.
Yeah. So I think it's the machine. But like you said, and then Keisha kind of got mixed in with, she's a little ghetto girl. You know what I'm saying?
It's not easy to make hits all the time, like every album. Like,
and you think about Mary's career, she had Puff guiding her. She had like real Andre Harrell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was. I'm not saying it was easier, but when you got that mogul, that mind behind you, that's gonna make everything happen.
Takes a team, bro. Yeah.
Like Ashanti, she had Irv, she had Ja. Who did Keisha have?
She had Ye on the first album.
I mean, she had one Ye track.
That's all you need.
I mean, she came out the gate smoking. Listen, smoking. But I'm just saying that consistency of a team is because once Murder Inc. fell off, Ashanti kind of fell off, right?
That's true. You're right.
That's what it is. So who's your pick, Deep? I know Shane said Keisha. I mean, Shane said Ashanti.
So if it's because it's 20 just hits, then I'll pick Ashanti. If it was like who's the better singer, I would say Keisha Cole.
Oh, well, you can't say that because they're not really performing everything.
I know. So listen, if Keisha just play her songs that she sing and Ashanti does the little baby, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
If she belting out love, Ashanti might be like shit. But I'm gonna pick Ashanti too. That's on January 9th. Yeah, so shout out. Just what does it mean? I was listening to Swizz and Timbaland after the E40 and Too Short, and they were like, they built this whole thing, this whole company Versus, and they haven't seen each other the whole time.
That's crazy.
They haven't seen each other in person this whole time. So what does it mean that two black men could like come together and make our lives a little bit better during this whole pandemic time? What does that mean to you, Shane? Like that.
Well, that's impressive for them not to see each other. That's very impressive. That sounds like a whole bunch of conference calls, FaceTime, and Zoom.
Yes. Facts on facts. Like,
yeah, for sure.
What does it mean to you that they can make it happen? Though?
But that also means that shows you that they're power players. We're talking about two of the top 10 producers of all time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they can make it happen like that. And that's great for them to come together for our culture and make this happen. If it's something that we need.
Deep, same question.
Just shows you what happens when people come together, bro. we were just talking about it before. People come together. That's crazy. They could have been done something like that, but now you have people that never really talk to each other, never really even dealt with each other, and now since everything stopped, people are actually connecting with people that they should be connecting with.
And when COVID's over, they could do a whole Versus tour.
Oh yeah, I think that's absolutely going down.
So that's for
I think
sure
that's absolutely going down.
Phase.
I mean, I could say the same thing on, just DJing on Twitch. I've met so many cool people that I haven't seen. I mean, I might have seen them once at my birthday because a lot of people flew in. Thank y'all, by the way.
That was tight, by the way.
That was tight.
Shout out to everybody that flew out.
That was dope. So shout out people. I know Jenny
was there. People flew out for your birthday?
Yeah, some people flew out like that met me on Twitch. It was like, I feel like I have to come out and see what's going on.
That's nice.
It's love. It's all love. So all that to say, Versus, keep doing your shit. Like,
hell yeah.
I don't know how long they can keep doing this. Like, once like Shane said, they're probably gonna do tours though. Brandy and Monica tour first. That's got to be first.
They haven't even scratched the surface, There's so many artists that they can.
So many, bro.
But
all day long.
Let's be honest. Not everyone's gonna have 20 in the bank.
Nah, I saw a video the other day of Memphis Bleak talking about you want to battle Joel Santana. Like, what are y'all gonna play? 5 songs?
I was like, what? Both of them together don't have 20 hits.
No, they got 10 and 10, I think, maybe 10 and 10. But see, that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want it to get watered down. Like
that's what you know, though.
Wild out.
Yeah.
They're taking their time with it, though. They're taking their time with it.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And they made a season 1, coming back with a season 2. It's good. I think they should do some repeat ones because the earlier ones were so fucked up. Like, let's be honest.
112 and Jagged Edge is the most legendary battle that would ever happen, and that shit was janky as hell.
That shit was janky. We need that over. That was terrible.
Like me last week with my Wi-Fi.
My good, yeah. Good job, D, fixing your Wi-Fi, dude. Yeah. All right, so yeah, man. Versus, keep going. We want to see some more legendary battles, man. So, the start of the NBA season. Man, we haven't got 2 days in, and we already have a game postponed due to COVID. And we talked about this guy last week, Adib. You said, "Oh, James is gonna be okay. Like he's gonna shape up and do his thing." And guess what happens, Deep? Guess what happens, Deep?
What happened? I didn't see it. I missed it. What happened?
Oh, you missed it. Oh, let me tell you. He goes to a party 2 days ago.
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly. It's on the internet. Actually.
Allegedly, bro. Allegedly.
It's on the internet. He is seen once again without a mask on at a party. And now he is in the COVID protocols again. And they had to postpone the game. Because other players on his team were in a room with a person who has tested positive for COVID. So now they don't have enough players to play a game. Adib, defend your boy.
Hold on, write these notes down. So you said party. What time was the party? Was it before 10? Because everything's good before 10. Before 10 no.
According to NBA protocols, you cannot be in a bar, lounge, any of that shit.
So listen,
ever.
Dude,
without a mask on.
That's you're not supposed to be there. Period. And if you're there, you should wear a mask. But he didn't do that either. So
I think
defend your boy, Deep.
I think it's just. So listen, you can't tell me that everyone's just staying in the house. I don't believe that. I think people are still going to spots here and there.
But Deep, you're in the NBA. This is not like some dudes off the street like, oh yeah, we're going to go out tonight. Cool, that's fine. You ain't got shit to lose. He's in the NBA making $40 million a year.
Damn, $40 million?
Defend your boy.
Nah, he should have just said, don't film me.
Hey, ziplock the phones up.
It's so simple. It's so simple. But we live in an era where you have to film everything. Like, you have to. You know what I'm saying? And just you filming him a second and just saying, hey, shouts out, thanks for being here. Happy birthday. Thank you for being my friend. Now this nigga's all over the headlines. So
okay. I'm gonna get to a point. I want Shane to answer. Shane.
Yeah.
Shane, what do you think?
First of all, dude, you sound insane. Second of all, he already knows he's in the NBA. The lady that paid him. So he knows what he's doing, what you sign up for. He shouldn't even been at that party from all the shit that's going on with him already.
Mm-hmm.
That's a point blank. So he did that because he wants to get traded quick. He knows what he did.
That was going to be my point.
He wants to get out of there. He did that. He didn't have a mask on. At the party,
So you think that helps him get traded?
No, absolutely not.
No.
He's getting really bad advice.
Yeah,
that is not going to help him get traded.
He's putting the ball. The ball was in his court. But right now, he put the ball back into the Houston court.
Yeah, well, he's not helping Houston out at all because right now they're probably getting crazy low offers.
Right.
Because they're like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's a detrimental to your team. You're going to have to get rid of him sooner or later.
Yeah. We'll give you a draft pick. The Warriors should trade for him.
No, the Warriors are already like paying $200 million in luxury tax with no fans.
See that new stadium?
Forgetting they can't have fans in the new stadium, D.
Oh, that's so crazy, man.
But anyway, back to James Harden. He knows what he was doing. He's tripping out. He was out of line. He was out of line.
But he should never been filmed either.
D,
but he should have never been there. He should have never been there.
He should have never been there.
No face, no case, bro.
Wow. Oh my God! That if you didn't know, that's an LA phrase. Yeah. No face, no case. Shout out! I think it was Vinny, the artist that made that up. Shout out, Vinny. Anyway, so the Lakers lost last night. We'll skip past that. Go to the next team.
Next question.
Next question.
Hey man, that was a ring hangover, man. That was a hangover ceremony.
Definite ring hangover. Like Clipper fans were hitting me up like, "Oh man, you see that?" I was like, "But did you see them rings?" That's all you gotta say. Bye. Next question.
I actually knew they were going to lose.
Sick rings.
I mean, what team has actually won on ring night? I'm trying to think about who has won on ring night.
We haven't won an opening night in 4 years, bro. We don't care about opening night.
Yeah, it's all about the end of the season. That's the wins we care about. Yeah, so into the wonderful world of politics. Stimulus checks.
Not at all, Tim. Yeah.
Okay, let's go there. All right, stimulus checks. $600 after Christmas, and they still couldn't get it done. First of all, Adib, what do you think of the 5,000 pages that each senator had to go, or each congressman had to go through to even get the bill to the president? 5,000 pages, and apparently most of these pages had nothing to do with the people getting $600. Like, let's just get that right. Had to do with fish and protecting companies and way other shit than giving people $600. So deep.
So what does that sound like to you when it comes to like having 5,000 pages? What does that sound like?
It sounds like they don't want people to read through it. That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like we're about to get this big lump sum of money, right? We're about to get this big lump. Everybody put what you can in that page. Get some of this money, right? So people just like, oh, I need money for this, put it up in there. I need money for this, put it up in there. And then at the end of the day, that 900 billion that's supposed to go to the people went all the way down to 300. So now 300 billion goes to the people. Now everybody gets $600.
I think 600 billion is going to the people. It's going to the companies to protect themselves from the people.
Random shit. It's people putting a slip up in there to get some money. And I get it. That's how shit works. That's how politics works. It's funding over here. What do we need funding for? You know what? We can put some funding together. Put mine in there and get some of this money. So it just takes the people to pay attention to it and then call out your congressman and be like, yo, what the fuck is this? What are you doing? Yeah. You know?
So do you think, Shane, that that Trump made a good move in Nixon the bill? I mean, and then saying, I think the families need $2,000, but keep all the rest of the stuff.
Come on, you see he's throwing out pardons. He's trying to, like.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay, well, anyway, the 2,000. I mean, he's not doing that because he cares like that. He's just trying to do that just so they say he did something good before he gets out of office.
Hold on, let me ask you a question, though.
That's exactly what I think. Go ahead, Adib.
His video with him talking shit about it, was that shit not funny, though, bro?
Oh.
Yo,
fish?
He's a maniac.
The money to fish?
Yo, he's a maniac, bro.
To Egypt? We give $1.6 billion to Egypt?
Oh, man.
That shit's not even open. This place, it ain't even open. Yo, I was dying.
Well, if I know anything about Trump, he's going to use whatever he can use to make himself look good in front of everybody. Even if he's lost the election, even if he's like considered one of the worst presidents ever.
The worst?
He's kind of top 5, bro. Or bottom 5, whatever you want to think about. He's up there with Nixon. They're all. Speaking of that, pardons. I feel like a gangster would do this. Like, I feel like a gangster would, like, if he saw the cops approaching him and he had the power to, like, give immunity to everybody, he would give immunity to people who haven't snitched on them the whole time, right? Like, that's what a gangster would do, right? Sounds
like a good friend, bro.
Sounds like a good friend.
Would you not do that for me, Ben?
I would for sure do that, but considering we're not the president of the United States committing crimes, you know what I mean? Like, it's very interesting, don't you think, Shay? Like, that's kind of interesting that you would give pardons to all your cronies, so to say, who've been convicted of crimes.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about it?
I gotta be like, that's gangster. I gotta give it up. You did that. I was that, and you and Adib was in jail and all that, and I was on my way out. I was like, I'm right.
Party my boys, dude. Get him out.
Sprinkle me, man.
Sprinkle me. Shout out E40. Sprinkle me, mate.
I gotta give it up, man. I was like, yo, what can you say about that?
But to his, I don't know how many partners he's gonna actually end up doing, but I think Obama did 212 pardons. Probably not for people that were his friends that have been convicted for stuff they were doing on his campaign. But I digress. I digress.
Let me ask you a question. Out of those 220, another one was like the homies. You don't think he got one of the homies out there?
No, I didn't read about him freeing his campaign manager or somebody like that. I didn't read that. No, I did a little research on this. I was like, you know, in the past 2 days, Trump has given out 50 pardons. Like, how many pardons did Obama give out in 8 years?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was 212. And this guy still has another month in office. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be more than 200.
My thing is with Trump is when they were getting all that campaign money, were they broke or something? Like, why did they have to use that money? Like,
they not broke. And that's the whole thing. Why spend my money when I could spend yours?
Yeah. They just should have been smarter.
That's been his whole bag, Deep.
No, I get it, but why split it up between family members? Like, just use it for your promotion. Like, just use it to fund all your promotion. You don't have to give people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you give family members checks?
Listen,
like,
Deep.
Y'all
Listen, Deep.
There's
been a lot of interesting things that have gone on in this administration. I'm not surprised. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's true.
That's all I'm gonna say. And speaking of, the government and conspiracy and whatever, I like to play a little game. We played this game for the past 2 weeks. Shane and Adib haven't really known about this game, but I'm calling it an official now. It's what will it take for Adib and Shane to take the vaccine? That's the game. That's the game. We literally played this for like 2 weeks. They had no idea. Now we're making it official. So in this week's news, the president-elect took the vaccine on camera, said he was fine. He still hasn't dropped dead yet. And the vice president actually took the vaccine. The acting vice president, the guy who jumbled everything about this pandemic, actually took the vaccine on camera. Still, the president hasn't done it. I don't know why, but I digress. So now, Adib, Shane, will you finally relent and say you will take the vaccine now that you know the president-elect has taken it and the vice president?
Bad, really. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Well, come on, man. Why did you say about the nurse girl that fainted?
We talked about the nurse girl, Shane.
She fainted.
She said after. Okay.
She fainted while she was on camera.
Okay.
She was on camera talking about when she took it, and then she fainted.
Okay. But Shane neglects to tell you the rest of the story. What is the rest of the story, Shane?
Oh, okay. Afterwards, after she woke up, then she says, "I always pass out when I put a needle."
She says she always does it.
That's so cap.
You believe that, Bad?
Well, come on, that's what I was saying.
I believe the story that's reported.
That's the story.
What do you guys believe? Do you guys believe in the memes that are posted by random people or people that actually have degrees in science and shit?
Who brought up memes?
Huh?
Why are you trying to play us to say memes?
Shane saw that shit on Instagram.
It's true. It's there.
Shane saw that shit on Instagram. Shane saw that shit on Instagram. Don't lie to me.
All right, Bad. Let me ask you a question.
He was actually this is what Shane was doing. He was perusing through all his all his ladies liking pics, and then he's like, oh damn, oh she took the vaccine, oh she fainted, I ain't taking that shit. That's exactly what happened. No research, no nothing.
She was there talking like yes.
Then he comes to me. The guy he thinks, that's going to take the vaccine. He's like, bad. Did you see that shit on Instagram where the girl faded? I was like, that's all you're going to say to me, right? That's all you're going to say.
So a girl that faints every time she gets a shot, they going to make her take a shot on TV, bro? Does that even make sense?
Doesn't mean she told him that shit.
Bro, get your man, bro. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about him, bro.
Am I crazy, Chad? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Tylo, I see you. Britt, I see you.
Hey, that smells like a set of Brit.
Brit's in here.
Brit.
Brit's in here. Shout out Brit. Does all our flyers and stuff.
Yeah, Brit. But anyway, yeah, dude, I tell him he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand.
Yeah, I'm worried about him.
Y'all worried about Chad? Are y'all worried about me? They not worried about me. They think I'm the sane one. They think y'all are crazy. We've had talks, the chat and I.
They're with you. The people are with you back.
Are they? They're not with you, are they?
They're in the middle between.
What we doing? Oh man. So yeah, that is our game. From weeks going. For weeks going forward, I will come up with more stories or research more stories and see if Shane and Adib will then now take the vaccine. The vaccine is over 1 million vaccinated now, so I'm just saying, if you want to get the world back to normal. Next up, so we can finally get past the vaccine in our little game. The holidays is coming up. Christmas Eve is actually tomorrow, guys. Do you got everything ready? Deep. Well, first of all, Deep, do you like? I know you and Lindsay are,
No.
Deep's Muslim.
Yeah.
Lindsay's kind of not. They have two beautiful kids together. Shout out Leif. Shout out Ayan. And so Deep, how do you? What is this? What is this whole thing to you? Like, I just want to know. Like, let the people know about your culture.
We gotta think.
What's going on.
So me growing up, I never celebrated Christmas. It was just another day.
Right.
And then got with Lindsay, right? And then over the last 16 years, it's been like a little step. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? A little step closer to getting towards the Christmas holiday. So now, I don't know, bro. I'll be singing Christmas songs. Catching myself.
But you're still a faithful Muslim.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so it can work. It could work.
Absolutely.
If you want it to work, it can work.
It's not that, I think it's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. It's not that serious where it's like, you celebrate Christmas or, you're a part of this holiday. Nah, bro, just be good people. That's all you got to do is be good people. That's
what if a religion, if a book, if something keeps your moral compass in a good frame, then I feel like it's fine. It's fine. Absolutely. It's fine as long as you're not like, being a cannibal or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, whatever keeps your life centered, like, that's what you should roll with, period. You know what I mean? And that's so cool to hear that, because you hear so many stories about, if I'm this, you got to convert to this. You know what I mean? Like, it's either that way or the highway.
Then it's not a real conversion. It means you just forced them.
Yeah.
So I never really,
Facts. So that's dope.
Kind of crazy because my mom was Jehovah's Witness and my dad wasn't. So.
Oh, so you kind of had that issue too, like.
Yeah. So it was crazy. So I had one side where it's nothing but cursing and all. The other side was just no birthdays, no Christmas, no nothing.
Wow.
Is Jehovah's Witness don't celebrate birthdays, right?
No holiday.
No holiday. Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, so
So Shane, did you celebrated Christmas with your dad, right?
Later on, but sometimes I was gone because he would be gone.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
On the road, and then he wouldn't come back because he was on the road.
So
I never celebrated till later on when I got older enough to be like, fuck that, and I stood up against my mom like, I'm not doing that shit no more.
Then it became a family feud for real.
I had to wait a minute because my mom was like, weightlifter, 6-pack, knocked me. I had to wait till I got older. I could stand up to her. Be like, I was like 15 or 16. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Did you say your mom was a weightlifter?
Yeah, she was like, yeah. My mom was like, crazy.
So she was a Jehovah's Witness weightlifter?
Huh? My mom could beat my dad's ass.
Wow.
My dad was tripping. She socked that nigga straight in his jaw.
Damn. Okay. We gotta wait for those stories. That's a Shane True Hollywood story. So we gotta save that for the end of the show. God damn. It says mom could whip his dad's ass. That's crazy. So all that. But what is your favorite holiday movie, Shane? Favorite holiday movie?
Ooh, that's a good question.
A Christmas Story.
The new one or the old one? Or the
old one.
the black and white?
Yeah, I always love watching that.
Wow.
Oh man, you guys I love it. You'll shoot your eye out.
Okay, D.
You gotta watch the movie.
That is a classic. We got that leg lamp. He was so hyped about that. He was gassed about that.
Gas.
Then you got that BB, that gun. She was like, "Shoot your eye out."
That is a good one.
The tongue on the phone.
D, your favorite?
Home Alone 2.
Oh, now this is a debated topic.
Home Alone 2.
I would say Home Alone 2, but nostalgia would say, people would say Home Alone. Now, this is a debated topic. Now, to me, Home Alone 2 is the better version of Home Alone.
Yeah.
Because everything is bigger in Home Alone 2. He's in a new city. He got a new house. He got new toys and shit. Like, it's different. But it's the nostalgia of Home Alone that kind of gets people. So what's your favorite thing about Home Alone 2?
Better than Home Alone?
Yeah, you got to think as a kid.
Yeah.
All the booby traps were way better in Home Alone 2, bro.
Yeah, Home Alone is the stories.
That shit was turd.
Yeah, that shit was turd.
It was super turd.
Better though.
I get the classic. The classic is the classic, right?
But even to me, the story in Home Alone 1 is like way more not. That shit could never happen. Like, you just don't like leave a child at the house. 2 is way more like realistic. I feel
it was tight though. He got on a plane, went to New York on his own.
Yeah.
He had his dad's wallet.
You know what I'm saying? He was lit.
Oh, it was lit, dog.
He was lit. Listen, that's why I feel like it was way more danger in 2 as well, because he didn't really have a place to live. He had to figure that shit out.
Ran into the bird lady. The bird lady took care of him.
Yo, shit was different. You know what I mean? Shit was different. Who never seen part 2? Var said he ain't never seen part 2.
Var,
go live your life, bro.
How you never seen Home Alone part 2?
Get HBO Max, bro. I'll give you my password. Good Lord.
Get it together.
Good Lord. Oh, and speaking of nostalgia and just one of the in our culture in black and hip hop and just our culture, this has to be one of the greatest movies of all time. Although it didn't do well at the box office at first. Coming to America is having a sequel, and it comes out in March, and the trailer just dropped, and we all seen it. I hope we've all seen it. If you haven't, pause this and go watch it. It's really epic. But what does that mean to you, Shane? Because I know your dad kind of is friends with Eddie, first of all, and it was probably a part of that whole process. But what
I don't think just friends. They're like family.
Yeah, they're like this, son. But what does it mean to you to have that classic now have a sequel?
Wow.
I think it's amazing actually. I remember back then it's such a classic movie, but I think it's amazing for them to have all the characters back, everything back the same way it looked. I think it's like.
Do you remember when it first came out?
Yeah, I remember when it first came out. I remember I stole my dad's jacket to come into America. He had that Letterman jacket. It was a Letterman.
Wow.
The orange was a Letterman jacket, and I wore it. I was the man. The only thing that fucked me up was it said my dad's name on it, but still, so what?
Still, so what? Oh my god!
You never wore it, and I wore that shit. I was like, that shit was hard. I remember that.
That's dope. That's dope.
And in that movie, Arsenio's character name is the short.
Oh
Simi.
yeah. Yep.
Simi. That was my brother who's not here with us anymore, but that was my brother. He named that after my brother. That character.
Wow. See, Shane has too many stories, man.
Wait, Eddie named Simi up after your brother?
Yeah, Arsenio's character's name is Simi.
Yeah.
My brother's name is Simi.
Wow.
Simi, we just call Simi.
I always wonder why his name was Simi and they're like in Africa. That doesn't seem like an African name.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. Wow. Shane True Hollywood Story. And we haven't even got to the real Shane True Hollywood Story yet. Wow. We got 2 already in this. It's crazy in this episode. This is like a deluxe episode.
Eddie's smart, man. They're about to make too much money off that movie. It's on coming on. What is it on coming on? What?
It's on March. It's on Amazon Prime since they couldn't release it.
Eddie's about to cash in.
Yeah. I don't know how much Amazon bought it for, but I'm sure it was a big bag.
Amazon got bread
and
getting them checks.
So what does that money? What does that movie mean to you, Deep? Or what? Was it a big thing? Was it a big thing for you?
What do you think, fool? Look at this African man right here.
Just saying. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
It's literally one of my favorite movies.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, as a person that's a fan of a movie, you're like, oh, they should have did it earlier. But it's just like the perfect time.
Oh, yeah.
About it, right? Like, this is literally the perfect time. We're going to be in our house. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to experience it. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be hilarious.
Yes.
I already saw the trailer. The trailer's already jokes.
Trailer has everyone in it that was in the first one. Even James Earl, he sounded a little clawed up in the throat, pause, but he was there. And you see the Queen was there. I mean, the Queen did die. The original Queen passed.
Matt Sinclair.
Yeah, she did pass, but that's the only one who's not around. So it should be real nostalgic. It should be really funny.
Yeah, Eddie's gonna be good. He was getting Dolomite.
It's funny how that movie got so big. Like after that movie was big, but it's gotten so big.
Oh, it didn't do great in the theaters, but it's become such a cult classic.
Yeah, cult classic, yeah.
Everybody's seen it.
Yeah, everybody's seen it. Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage for Black people.
Right.
What, you haven't seen Coming to America? Like, we gotta put that on right now. Like that. Yeah. So it's now come to a time where the shit show usually starts, and this is our top 10. This is our top 10. This week, how are we gonna embarrass ourselves? We are now going to list our top 10 male R&B singers of the 90s and 2000s. Now, you remember last week, we did the females, and that just got ridiculous. So we're going to try it again.
It got ridiculous on the deep side.
Yeah, it only got ridiculous on the deep side.
It's like the top 10 MCs. Just like the top 10 MCs.
Can you edit your names, Hater 1 and Hater 2? You're hating on my list, dog. You hating
I mean, sometimes the Deep's list, we've done 2 shows, and both of them have not been great, Deep.
I'm going to be honest, guys.
Called sleepers.
I think, we've done this 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I think I'm like the one that came with the best. I think my top 10.
Oh, way to big up yourself, Shane.
2 weeks in a
This
row.
guy. Don't let the chat do it. You got to do it your damn self. That's funny as hell. Wow, bro. All right, so Adib, I guess we got to start with you.
Thanks, Mar.
Mar the hater.
Yeah, he is. He's another one. All 3 of you guys. Shout out to Great Fiasco.
Just get to the list, Deeb.
All right, so what is this? 90s to what? 2000 and what?
This is 89 to 2009.
Or 90 to 2010.
Whatever, man.
You go 89.
Okay.
All right, so this is our favorite, right?
Whatever you want to do, bro.
All right. R. Kelly, Usher.
Oh, wait. We'll get back to that one. All right, we'll get back to that one.
All right, let me start off.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, Usher.
Just say the R. Why you gotta say his whole name? We'll get back to that later.
Genuine.
Okay.
Donnell Jones.
He has a classic album.
There we go. Chris Brown.
I don't know if he has a classic album, but great career. Which one's classic?
Classic album.
Which one's classic?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna get into that. He do be having albums with like 90 songs on it. It could be coming out. There should be albums like 73 songs.
Yeah. Like,
what vibe we about to catch with this?
Here, guys, just pick your favorite 12, and that's.
Then it comes out a month later with the deluxe.
It'd be like 18 songs.
God damn, Chris! Like shit, narrow it down, my dude. Hey, Shane, tell him to get a real A&R, bro.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Justin Timberlake.
Okay,
just making sure. Carl Thomas.
Okay, you're starting to get on.
What?
You're starting to get on the fringe here.
Carl Thomas.
Keep going, D.
I
just said you're on the fringe.
All right, D'Angelo.
Okay. Yep.
Maxwell.
Of course.
And my last one, Nate Dogg.
No. It was respectable. It was actually respectable until
not top 10. Nate Dogg's not top 10. Oh, you guys are terrible. You guys don't know music. I thought you guys knew music.
Oh man, we do. I know. Go ahead.
He said Nate Dogg. We didn't say the top 10 hook masters of all time. Oh my God.
Like, he's 1 and 10 through hook masters.
It was almost respectable, Deeb. Almost.
Not in your top
I think Adib does that shit on purpose, man.
I'm asking you a question.
No, he's the wild card. He's supposed to do shit like this. It's okay. He's the wild card. So my top 10. Usher. Did you? Okay. You said Usher, right? You said Usher.
Of course I said Usher.
Chris Brown.
Okay.
D'Angelo.
Okay.
Maxwell.
Okay.
Joe.
Okay.
Raphael Sadiq.
Okay.
Tyrese. Tyrese
got a classic?
No, but he got some classic ass songs though.
I give you that.
Classic ass songs. Genuine. Genuine probably got 2 like.
Genuine.
He got 1 classic album for sure. Hey, he might have 2.
Do you remember when Genuine and Usher was like neck and neck?
Yeah. Then Usher kind of came out with Confessions and blew him out the water. Neo has a classic album.
Neo.
In your
top 10. Okay.
Yes. Facts.
Okay.
Justin Timberlake. My 10.
Justin Timberlake. All right. Donnell Jones will make your top 10?
You're bad.
I love Donnell Jones, but after Where I Want to Be, it was like a crater. it was like a fucking crater, bro. You know I love Where I Want to Be too. Go ahead, Shane. Crater.
Oh.
Shane, are you asleep, bro? What's going on?
All right.
Wake up, nigga.
I was looking. Okay. Usher.
Yes.
Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Timberlake. D'Angelo. Maxwell. Neo. Trey Songz.
Okay, we gotta talk about that one.
Whoa, okay.
We gotta talk about that one.
Genuine.
Okay.
And the R. Kelly.
I got 9.
Okay.
Is that 10?
That was 10.
Okay, first we'll talk about Trey. Okay, so I didn't hear Joe on yours either, Shane. I didn't hear Joe.
Who?
I didn't hear Joe on yours.
I didn't put Joe. I didn't put Joe on mine.
Neither of y'all had Joe.
Is Keith Sweat 90s?
Yeah, a little bit, but more 80s.
A little bit.
More 80s.
More. He died down.
I mean, I would put Keith Sweat on there rather than Nate Dogg.
But Keith Sweat was dying out a little. He came in there a little. His curl never got like that in the 90s.
So Trey.
Go ahead.
So Trey, Shane, he only really had one. I think Trey Day came out in like 2009, 10, might have been. So you're basing it off that one album, which is a great album, but you're gonna put him ahead of Joe.
He had 2 albums from 2010 on.
I mean, it's like 2009.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I'll put Marion over Trey Songz.
I'll take Trey.
Oh, that's Deeb, you gotta stop.
I'll put Joe.
You're taking Trey off and put Joe on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down with it. Okay, so let's get to the real big elephant in the room.
What happened? Who?
What's going on?
The motherfucking R. Now, listen. This is how I feel about the R.
And let me ask you a question. One question before you start. You didn't have R. Kelly in your top 10?
No, I can't. I can't separate the music from the motherfucking monster that the guy is. Like, I can't do it. Like, can y'all do it?
Separate the music from the person?
Yes.
Are we? Yeah, it's a top 10 list of music. It's not a top 10 list of.
But I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like I can't. After all that shit, like I can't do it.
You know what it is? I never saw the the documentary.
You need to go see that fucking.
So I don't have that scar. The scar.
It's so bad. And you know we're Supreme T. We're all about our black queens. We're all about that. Absolutely. And I just feel like I can't.
Absolutely.
I feel like I can't separate it you know, separate that thought from the music. Every time if I play his music, like I feel like I'm spreading that message or his message or whatever he was talking about or going through. You know what I'm saying?
You're not even gonna listen to the music anymore.
I can't do it. I can't do it because even if you listen to "Step in the Name of Love," it's like this guy was a fucking hypocrite, bro. Like I can't listen to it.
I believe I can fly. No.
Oh, even worse.
I'm gonna let him stop. I'm gonna stop him right there. I'll let you get that off. I separated.
Huh?
Music and personal life are separated. I'm going by him being a musical genius, which he is one of the best of all time. That's what I went by.
Yeah, he might have been the best, but he was also the worst person of all time.
But his music is still there. It's not going nowhere. It's there.
Well, okay, let me put it to you guys like this. I'm Supreme Team's DJ, right?
Yeah.
Would you want me to play R. Kelly in the club?
What are we talking about? Supreme Lounge?
Any club.
Right now? No.
Supreme Lounge, I would.
Supreme Lounge? You know what? Out of respect for people's feelings, I would say no, because people like you saw the documentary, and it fucked this person, right? He's a piece of shit. I'm not dealing with it. So out of respect, there's other music we can play. If it was just like me, you, and Shay, play that shit.
Well, yeah, I know you guys wouldn't. I don't know if you would enjoy it, but
we would have, me and Shay would be dying laughing in there, but having a good time singing the song. He had hits, bro. I'm just gonna say he had hits, but at the end of the day, he's a piece of shit. I don't feel like us as a team can condone what he did, and never.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't condone what he did,
yeah.
But we can't go out and say we don't condone what he did and then play his music at our.
I get you. So it's like supporting him. If you play his music, you're supporting him.
Exactly. Just like if a radio station played his music, they would be supporting him because they would be paying him money for playing the record on the radio, right?
You know what's so funny about this whole R. Kelly situation? That he went through all that during those times, and everybody knew he was doing those things, right? And you're talking about us maybe playing some songs. What about the people that were friends with him? What about the people that were hanging out with him and enabling him?
They should definitely go down. And they won't probably.
But you're talking about the biggest people in music, too.
Yeah.
So,
Jay. I mean, Jay is a prime example of that.
Niggas did albums together. Yeah. So, but it's not him. He wrote hits for everybody. So if you go feel like, damn, I can't.
But I hold them accountable. It's not like Jay's doing.
Yeah, that's not fair. You can't strip him from what he did, though.
No. I'm just saying. It's not like Jay's doing when he does his shows. He's doing R. Kelly records. He's not. He's not supporting him. No, I could see if he was still out there, you know, performing "Take You Home" or something.
Oh, it's easy now. It's easy for him not to support him.
Oh yeah,
he's a piece of shit. I'm talking about when you shouldn't have done it, and you saw what was going on.
Yeah.
Right. That's different. This is easy now. It's easy not to support him.
Well, to that effect, I mean, Dame did tell him what happened when Aaliyah told him. And he stopped fucking with him. So
I heard that story.
Yeah, so it's
exactly, Var. They were all making money.
Yeah,
Nick Cannon got a hit.
They were all making money. It's real convenient now, but I'm just saying we never really. Well, I guess we kind of did make money off of it.
Dude, we heard stories, bro. They used to make cartoons of this shit. Boondocks had a whole special of R. Kelly. The nigga name was
and they had a whole episode about him. And how ridiculous it was that people were still following him, even though it was all these things about the case that were true, that were facts. And they still were like, when you put his music on, it's like, la, la, la. I was like, I'm not going to allow myself to be that person to throw it on and have people just say, oh, forget about that.
We live in a different era, though. So back then, these same information was coming out and everyone just kind of dealt with it because it is what it is. But now everyone is easier to voice your opinion and put this stuff out there. And then if you find yourself attached to them, people can attack you now. So this is different, bro. This is different. But at the end of the day, he's a piece of shit. But that nigga got hits.
He's still in your top 10. Oh, man. All right. Well, I mean, I guess the only way we can end this.
But wait, hold on, Bat. Real quick, hold on. Before I just want to give a shout out or rest in peace to Ecstasy from from Houdini.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Rest in peace.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? One of the rappers swung the
He was young too.
one of the
56.
dopest hip hop groups ever.
Yeah,
right?
Houdini,
There would be
man.
no Jermaine Dupri. It would be no Jermaine Dupri. He was their dancer. That's when he started out at 13.
Crazy.
Jermaine
Oh wow.
was their dancer, yeah. And they were dope. They had hits, man.
Hits.
Go back if you guys please. Houdini.
Even samples.
Yeah,
Everybody, every artist, yeah.
One point when it was like Run DMC, when it was the biggest, that was like they were right there with them.
Mm.
They were so
Houdini, man.
Their first 3 albums
Hard.
was hard.
Wow.
Adib, I introduced you to their dancer, Cliff Love.
Okay.
That was like their main dancer, Cliff Love.
Wow.
Yeah, there would be no Jermaine Dupri, there'd be no UTFO.
Damn.
Because the other guy, Jalil, his brother was Dr. Ice from UTFO.
Crazy. Well, I
just
mean,
want to get that out, because that's a legend.
shout
Rest in
out
peace,
to Ecstasy and his family. R.I.P. to him.
Yes.
And the legendary Houdini, man. Wow. We lost some great ones in 2020. And we're coming on to a new year, and we're coming on to the holiday, and I feel like the gift that keeps on giving is Shane's True Hollywood Stories. I know, ladies and gentlemen, you have been waiting around this whole episode to find out the adventures of the legendary Shane Mooney. Shane, the floor is yours.
Wait, hold on. Before you start, Shane, you was a dancer too?
Oh, you was.
I just told you when I went to. Remember, I was telling you I had to go to practice dance. I went to dance school academy at Hollywood Arts.
Yeah, that's tight.
Wow.
That's tight.
Yeah, for sure.
Shouts out to Brett.
The floor is yours, Shane.
Brett got a big ass mouth, man. Anyway.
The floor is yours, Shane.
Here's one. All right. I remember being younger, and I always used to try to go listen to my dad's messages because people would call my dad left and right.
Yeah.
I remember hearing a message from Michael Jackson because my dad used to kill Michael Jackson on stage.
Like what you said,
roast him and do all that. And I'll never forget this. I was like, one day it was an answering machine. It was like, Paul, this is Michael. I just want you to know that I hate that you talk about me. I love you so much. Please don't talk about me anymore. There's no reason for it. You're my favorite comedian. And thank you, please. If you need to get in touch with me, blah 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 blah. I was like, damn, it was really that. So my dad didn't believe it was him, because Eddie Murphy, they used to play jokes and Eddie would pretend he was Michael, but it really was Michael. My dad,
did he star 69 him or something?
My dad did an interview. When they were talking about when Michael with the kids and all that, supposedly the kids and all the allegations and everything with Michael.
All that bullshit.
Yeah, and they did that. And my dad did an interview and was like, it was actually 92.3 The Beat.
Oh, with like Theo?
92, yeah, it was on the radio. And my dad was like,
legendary station in LA.
But he goes, Michael's X-Foul, but he's not a pedophile. He's definitely X-Foul. And Michael heard that interview and he sent 100 bottles of Don P to my dad's house.
Whoa, you serious?
100 bottles?
100 bottles of Don P.
He's like, this is my nigga right here.
Did he leave him another message, or he just left 100 bottles?
No, he just sent that. I sent that. I'll never forget that because I saw, I didn't know. And then I asked my dad because I never saw them again. I was like, where did all those bottles go, Dad? He's like, nigga, I took that shit to the Crenshaw Liquor Bank on Crenshaw and sold them back to the liquor store.
No, he did not. He sold every single bottle?
He took all 100 bottles back he sold them to the, remember the Crenshaw, the little bank? The Crenshaw
no. On Crenshaw and Stocker?
Yeah.
Wow. He did not sell all 100 bottles. That had to be like 10K. Why would he do that? Your dad was like, your dad's a legendary comedian. Why did he need to sell the 100 bottles?
I'll never forget. I thought he was playing. He's like, nope, I sold the motherfuckers. That's what he said.
Over there like, man, we can sell these bottles and get I'll take them.
I guess he got 10K for the motherfuckers. They're probably like $100 a bottle.
Man,
Michael, shit, probably more.
Michael.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been another Shade True Hollywood story. Michaels gave him 100 bottles and he sold them bitches. Wow.
The gift that keeps on giving. That's my nigga right there.
Paul Mooney, the legendary Paul Mooney. Wow. Shane.
And I think back then, like, what, 80s? Come on, 100 bottles? Right? No, it was like early 90s maybe or something. I don't know. But
it had to be at least $100 a bottle.
Yeah.
At least.
Nice.
Wow. Shane's True Hollywood Stories. We hope y'all enjoy. Of course, every episode has to end with a Shane True Hollywood Story. Like, it wouldn't be my Team Supreme Stay Clean without that. Stay tuned next week with more shenanigans.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Oh, happy holidays. Yes. Merry Christmas if you celebrate.
Merry Christmas.
And if not, you celebrate something else, happy holidays, you know.
There you go.
But we'll be back next Wednesday, right, guys? Or are you on vacation? Are you on vacation or?
Where am I go? Where we going?
Oh, I guess nowhere since you ain't got no vaccine. We ain't going nowhere. Till you get that phony paperwork in, D. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. But until next week, I'll be back at midnight for Insomnia. But until next week, I'll see you guys later, man. I love you guys.
Love you.
Y'all want to say something about New Year's Eve? Or?
No.
Okay. All right.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. All right, y'all. We love you. Until next time. Oh, we got to raid somebody. Damn it, Shane. Don't move yet. Oh, he's off. Okay, hold on.
Shane's out of here.
Shane's out of here. All right. I don't know.
Who's on?
Looks like Yaz is on. Let me see who else is on. She's got a lot of people. Get somebody. Let's see. E-Diz is on. Oh, Artistic is on. Oh, Night Train's on. What do you want to do, Dee?
Oh,
Night Train or Artistic?
Night Train. Go to my homie Night Train.
We gonna go to the homie Night Train. So y'all hang with us. We love y'all. Yeah, I'll be back for Insomnia. We love you.
Love y'all.
Wait, did it start? I don't even know if it started. Shit. Did it start? Can y'all see it? Oh, here we go. We're rating. Love y'all. Good job, Deep.